So yeah, 7 p.m. So the reason for the 7 p.m. is 7 p.m. is when your visitors have to leave the hospital. Um, Cameras right here. A lot of my a lot of my experiences are is gonna be based. I mean, most of what I talk about is basically my experiences in the hospital, dealing with cancer, dealing with recovery, and things of that nature. And 7 p.m. was very important because, like I said, that's when the visitors have to leave. Now, reason to me, everything I say is in my opinion. All right, everybody's opinion is different, and things affect people different. So this is my opinion. At 7 p.m., when your family leave you, if you're lucky to have somebody to visit you, because that is a very big part of it, is to have family and friends close enough to visit. Let's say you live somewhere far and family, it takes a while for family to get there. Sometimes, you don't get there in time to be with the family, right? So, regular situation and your family comes visit you on a regular. So, like I said, 7 p.m. Family's leaving. Now, the reason why it's important to me is because there's a certain mindset that I think you need to be in order to facilitate recovery. And that mindset is peace. You have to be at peace. You have to be in a positive mindset. You cannot um, add stress to your situation, add stress to your body, make the recovery longer by not being in a comfortable place where your body is comfortable. And one of the main things that I realize with my recovery is pain. When the body is going through pain and trauma, it's harder and longer for it takes for you to heal. So it's best to be in a calm state because too much going on, your body can't rest. If you're going through pain, your blood pressure is going to be high. There's a lot of things your body got to do to compensate for you being in that state. So for me, being comfortable, being in a positive mindset, being pain free, which I'll talk about later, is very important. Now, the positive mindset part um, is very, very important. Um, as I said, you're resting, right? You rest at night. Nighttime, 7 p.m. is when family leave. You got to get ready, you know what I'm saying, to rest. If you're lucky, like I was, I had help. I had someone there to help me prepare for, to go to sleep, basically for the next day. Um, that's when that person would help me shower. And as small as you see it, a shower is very important in my experience. A shower is very important as far as to get me into that mindset where I would feel it was a certain comfort that came to me when I took a shower. And it was and as my visitor was leaving and I was getting ready to go to bed because when I was sick in the hospital I didn't stay up late. 9, 10 o'clock I would sleep. You know what I'm saying? It was not. It was just like it was a different place, right? So you gotta forgive me when I lose my train of thought. Um, we're talking about why it is important to be in a strong, positive mindset, preparing for the next day. Because your rest is very important, and a lot of the times how you wake up the next day is affected by how you go to sleep, and is affected by how your previous day was. So that is one of the main reasons why it's so important is to help facilitate how you're going to wake up the next day. Put yourself in a mindset to where tomorrow when you wake up you're going to be in an advantage, you know um, in preparation for the next day instead of a disadvantage by you not, let's say you for example what time you're supposed to get your blood drawn, what time you're supposed to get your medication, instead of being aggravated and being unwelcome, when it's time for those things to happen, be ready for it. Be ready for when you're supposed to take your your blood medication. Those things are very important, and that's another reason why rest is so important, because when you're in the hospital and you have to take medication only upon the time when you got to take the medication, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times a day. Whenever you got to take the medication, you have to break out of your sleep, right? To take medication, to give blood, to do all these things. Oh, how you gonna rest? You know what I'm saying? So if your mind isn't in the right mindset to provide your body the proper amount of rest, you're not gonna be able to take advantage of the day. I mean the night, and prepare your body properly for the next day, because this is a long process. Depending on what depending on what your situation is. My situation was cancer. I was diagnosed with 3 cancers in 2021, right? And I was 38. 4 years later, I'm still here. So it's a long process. So you have to be in the right mindset to see every day as like a accomplishment, as like a check off in the box. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Every day is its own chance for things to change. It's the own chance for your body to adjust to whatever medication that you're getting. It's a time for your body to take advantage of the time that is getting to rest. Because at the end of the day, you might get treatment, you can get medication, you can get all the things in the world, but if your body does not utilize those things properly, you're never going to heal. So if you don't get the right medication, it can't be utilized properly. And if your body is not in the right set mindset, or um, tends to use the medication or whatever help you have, it's not going to help. It's gonna take longer. It's gonna be a longer process. And that's one of the things I realized along my process, was the problem that the problem that pain, um, the problem that pain provides, or adds to the situation. Your body is going 1,000 miles an hour. Like me, for instance, when I did my first um, 3 chemo treatments, I didn't use any pain medication. So that made my healing process much, much more harder and much more strenuous on my body. So I can tell you from experiences that being in a calm sense, having your body relaxed, the healing process is much better, and you're able to benefit more from your medications and things of that nature. So yeah, that was what's going on with the importance of rest. So, like I said, this live is going to be, you know, God willing, whatever we say, we're gonna try to be here 3 times a day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for that 7 o'clock energy. Like I said, that's the time when you gotta prepare for tomorrow. That's the time when your body is getting prepared to rest. That is the most important time, in my opinion, of the day, because it's getting your mind and your body ready for the next day. So you gotta stay in a positive mindset, and get ready. Every problem or everything that's in front of you is an obstacle. You just gotta find a way to get over it, to defeat it. So and a lot of the times your positive mindset is necessary no matter what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? You could have an MRI, a CAT scan. It could just be a simple check or a routine check. You know what I'm saying? A positive mindset is important to take you in and out of that examining room, because no matter what the result is, that is not that doesn't determine your future. Okay. man or machine cannot predict the future, right? They can only tell you what's going on now. So whatever the diagnosis is, whatever you think is going on, whatever, because half of the time we're not right. Half of the time we dig deeper and find out that certain things aren't as serious. It doesn't need immediate action right away. So a lot of times that's not necessary. So regardless if it's an MRI, if it's a CAT scan, whatever task is in front of you, and it doesn't have to be medical related. It could be, you know, whatever task is in front of you, wherever you at in life, and you see an obstacle in front of you, or you see something that you need to win at, being in a positive mindset will definitely help you utilize your resources much better and come out on a positive end, because the preparation for it is very important as well. And your mind is powerful. You train your mind to learn and react a certain way. You'd be surprised what you're capable of teaching yourself to do, with just small things and just being a positive mindset. Um, so yeah, it's very important no matter what the task is. Like I said, it don't has to be medical. It could be whatever situation you're in. You could be, I don't, whatever your situation is. Positive mindset always would always help. Um, yeah, as long as you are able to breathe, you know what I'm saying. As long as you have blood running through your veins, there's a chance for a better tomorrow. There's a chance for new technology. There's a chance for these doctors to come out with new treatments for, a lot of new things are possible every day. It could be there's works. There's a lot of science research that's been working on, and today might be the day that they sign off on something. Or tomorrow might be the day that the kid that's gonna solve or cure whatever ailment graduates from college, and in 5 years they're gonna have that treatment. So that mindset is what keeps me going on a day-to-day basis. It kept me going, and it's been carrying me throughout my life. Pretty much my whole life is to just be in a positive mindset and just see everything as an obstacle. So when I was diagnosed with the cancers, I was just like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? What I gotta do, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this shit over with. Let's start moving. Let's get this wheel moving. So the wheel is still moving. Still moving. 4 years later, that wheel has to consistently move because I cannot get stagnant and and dwell on, you know, the past or what is currently what's currently going on at the moment, because you're constantly dealing with issues. So you know what I'm saying, to have that energy and the motivation to keep going and to fight for the next day is very important. You know what I'm saying, as far as survival. So that's why a positive mindset is so important, and it's something that I want to talk about. Follows a positive mindset. It's something called stress. Now, when I was at QCC, big up Queensborough Community College. I am an alumni. All right. Took a course, health course. I did a paper on eustress. Eustress is a positive stressor. Now, a positive stressor, obviously, is a good stress. That's like, let's say you about to be married, and you're anticipating the wedding and the marriage and the preparation for it all. That's a positive stressor. Exercising that release the endorphins that gives you that uplifting. That's a positive stressor. Those things are necessary to keep you, what I'm saying, going in that positive mindset. Bad stressors, they're gonna tear you down. You know what I'm saying? That chemical reaction in your body is gonna drag you down and pull you down, make you, worse than who you are. So positive stressors are those things that bring you up, uplift you, and being in a positive mindset utilizes a positive stress as energy, and you able to come to a conclusion. You're able to figure out. You're able to see these things as a challenge, and able to overcome them. And in return, what was a problem is now like, oh, an accomplishment. So you use that now as energy to continue moving forward. Another reason why 7 o'clock energy transfer, I believe in the transfer of energy because I received that. That was something that was very impactful. In my situation was the phone calls, the text messages, the posts. Those things are vital and very important to recovery. Right? There was a point where I didn't even have energy to talk on the phone. I didn't have no energy whatsoever because recovery demands so much of you that hearing somebody's voice on the other line on the other end encouraging you, um you can hear somebody's enthusiasm in the phone, and you can hear, you know, the energy of that person on the other line. And I believe in that. I believe in energy can be seen. I can believe you can see a performance and draw from that. I believe that you can hear a voice and also draw energy from that as well. So that is what I'm trying to provide to everyone that's able to see this live while it's live, or you know what I'm saying, after it's recorded. Is to tap in to this energy resource and you know get motivated to stay positive and to fight. You know what I'm saying? And my fight is big. My fight is I'm fighting against three cancers. You know what I'm saying? Um, but no fight is bigger than anybody else's fight. Whatever fight you're going through, this is my fight at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm winning. Let's get that straight. But everybody have their own battle, so just being able to stay positive and come out on the winning end is very important. Um, yeah, you stress is very important. Positive stressors. You're going to get married. A new job. You got a new girlfriend. All these things are positive stressors that makes you feel and react a certain way that's very beneficial to you. Um, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm here to do is to spread awareness about you know cancer and anything else that revolves around cancer, and just to inspire anybody that's seeing this to keep fighting, man. Just keep fighting. Don't you ever give up. Don't give up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause it's not it's not an option. It's really not an option. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that as an option. Giving up is not an option. You understand what I'm saying? That's not something that I believe that's possible. Not not me. You understand what I'm saying? So, if you might have a sense of, what I'm saying, not having that drive to keep you in a positive mindset to make it to the next day, tap into this energy. You understand what I'm saying? Tapping into this energy. Find you a positive stress. Find you something that's gonna um, force you to not be in a negative state, not dwell. You gotta find ways to move past whatever is in front of you. I'm not saying forget about it, but you have to move past it. And while you're moving past it, you're figuring out ways to deal with it, so it doesn't hold you back or drag you at all, right? So that's what we're doing is sharing that energy, pushing forward, um, pushing forward that energy that's required to keep you going, get over your obstacles, fight whatever problem you have, you know, whatever diagnosis you may have, whatever pain you may be feeling, and that is something that's very important when it comes to anything, any kind of pain that you feel, you must act upon it very quickly. You cannot sit around and let any pain linger because you don't know what's the cause of that pain. right? So that also revolves that positive attitude where you need to find out what's wrong. You need to get some kind of treatment soon or fast. You need to be in that mode where you're finding solutions to problems. You can't be sitting with pain and with swelling and with issues and just, let it go by and wait till it gets so bad that you can't, what I'm saying, you have to, you can't sit there or somebody else see it and then they're like, "Oh, what's going on? You need to do something about this." You know what I'm saying? You can't be stagnant. You gotta be active. You gotta stay positive. You gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? Survival is necessary. Survival is a must. So, that's what I'm doing. So tap in. Tap in. You in a hospital? I'm talking directly to you. If you in a hospital, you know what I'm saying? You got a diagnosis, you know? It doesn't always have to be true. You just gotta keep that positive mindset. And even if that diagnosis is true, treatment, you know what I'm saying? Years and years and years in history of treatment is on your side. And also development, future treatment is also on your side. So, it's all about staying positive and being in the right mindset to make it to the next day, right? And then guess what? And you're gonna make it to the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And you look back 4 or 5 days, it's like, well, if I was still dwelling and still feeling, a certain kind of way, you wouldn't be here feeling this way today. You know what I'm saying? You sometimes have to, manifest. You gotta see the future and make that future yours. See yourself being healthy. See yourself walking around. That's one of the things that had a big effect on me. Is also back to that energy again. The energy of a friend of mine. My friend of mine, my buddy Ray. If you know Ray, you know Ray. Ray's right there at the door. As soon as you walk in, you see Ray. All right. And I used to always go to the cancer center for my treatment. And I used to be tore up. After every treatment, I was in the hospital for like weeks to months at that time. So when I used to see my buddy Ray at the cancer center, he used to, Ray seen a lot. Ray seen a lot, and that's something you gotta tap into. The energy also is experience. Cause of Ray's experience, right? Because of his experience, it affects his energy. Now I see Ray. Ray's like, "Yo, man, you can't be in that chair. Every time I see you in that chair, blah blah blah." And one day I had to go to the center after I did my chemo, and I would go through the same process. I would lose my immune system, then I would get sick. I got a emergency room. But this time I actually had an appointment to see my oncologist. So when I pulled up, I was like, "Yo, nah, I'm not going in a wheelchair. I can't let Ray see me in a wheelchair." And I got up, got my cane, and I walked into that cancer center on my 2 feet because I didn't want Ray to see me in this wheelchair. You understand what I'm saying? And that motivated me to not, you know what I'm saying? To not want to be in that wheelchair. That motivated me to realize, like, oh, I'm stronger than what I think I am. I just have to push myself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when we're going through something, we don't know how to come out on the other end. So this is what I'm trying to do right now is to help you understand how to come out on the other end. You know what I'm saying? So Ray was like, "Yo, you can't." You know what I'm saying? When I went back in there, I was like, "I'm not gonna let Ray can't see me in his chair." You know what I'm saying? So I got up and I walked into that cancer center, and I can't say never. I might have went back in a wheelchair if I had to, like debilitated, had to, but I got up out of that wheelchair, and that changed the trajectory of my recovery because it wasn't like I was feeling sorry for myself, but I was kind of feeling sorry for myself. You know what I'm saying? And by Ray saying that and pushing me, everybody, even though I'm strong, I'm a tough guy, but I need a little bit of push. I need somebody to be like, yo, fuck it up. That's not it. You know what I'm saying? So that energy, tap into that. My experiences is also an energy source. Tap into that, and that's one of the most important, um, I think, things that I can share. When I say share, I mean mainly because once you have cancer, you cannot um, donate anything. You can't donate the bone. You can't donate your blood. You can't donate no organ. You're like, you know what I'm saying, null and void. They don't want your stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing we can donate is our experiences, what we went through, things of that nature. That's the only thing we are able to donate. And this is one of the reasons why I am sharing my experiences, is to help anybody that's out there that going through what I'm going through, because I couldn't have made it on my own. You know what I'm saying? I could have probably made it, but I wouldn't have been the person you seen right now. I can guarantee you, I would not be the person you seen in front of you right now if those things didn't happen. Um, might not even be here, but and that's it's one of the reasons I am here. Is because of my oncologist, my doctor. It's something very important also when it comes to being a patient. Um, Very important being a patient and being in a hospital is to have love and respect for the employees at the hospital, man. Have love and respect for your doctors, especially. And this is something like I am, you know, even though I say this at times, I can get a little bit, you know, extra animated. And sometimes that might rub people the wrong way sometimes. But even me, I have to check myself. People gotta check me and like, yo, listen, calm down. It's not that, this is the reason why. You know what I'm saying? So I myself know that I need to calm down when it comes to certain things, but this is why I can tell you from my experiences, you have to treat these people that work in the hospital with more care and respect. Just because you're the patient, that doesn't mean everything revolves around you. You know what I'm saying? These people that are in the medical field, they choose to do these things because they want to help people. And I've met some wonderful people, um, along my stays, if you want to call it that. What I used to call it. Anyway, the hospital was like my hotel, right? So there's some nice people. There's some very very nice, beautiful people that works in the hospital, all the way from the person that comes and get you to take you to your X-ray, right? Be thankful for those people that does get out of here. Be thankful for those people that do, what I'm saying, come and get you. The people that come and clean your room, empty your garbage, you know what I'm saying? Clean the bathrooms. Like, you have to be thankful for everybody because everybody works collectively to try to make you better. And pretty much all you gotta do is just treat people with respect. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of times I know it's hard because of your state, but that mindset again that you're in, if you're in a positive mindset, then you're not gonna be dwelling on the negative things. You're gonna be, trying to connect with the positives and move forward. And sometimes the communication that you experience in the hospital is a lot of times, very good experiences. You know what I'm saying? And then you develop this positive mindset of, oh, every morning I see, what I'm saying, this person or that person, I say good morning, and it's like it start developing, and the person sees you and they're happy to see you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when I was in the hospital and I wasn't in a positive mindset, you know, just because I'm telling you to be positive and be, that doesn't mean it's gonna always happen. You know what I'm saying? Some days when I'm not, what I'm saying, positive, and I need somebody's energy to get me in a positive mindset. And a lot of times when the nurses or the aides come in, they can see that there's something wrong with you. They can see that you're not happy. You know what I'm saying? They can see. And sometimes the simplest thing is opening the blinds so the sun can come in, or, turning on the TV for you, or getting you out of the bed so they can make the bed, or sometimes the smallest things that can trigger. You know what I'm saying? Your day to start moving in a positive way. But if you're not giving off positive energy, you're not gonna receive it. Somebody gonna look in and say, "Oh, you still asleep? Let me come back later." I'm not even gonna, you know what I'm saying? Not even worry about it. And by the time you wake up, you didn't miss breakfast. You didn't, you know what I'm saying, miss certain things. So it's like it helps to be in a positive mindset, and it helps to treat people positive. You know what I'm saying? In that mindset in that hospital, because you know what I'm saying. It's very important, man. I believe it's very important to treat people, because these people that choose to be doctors and nurses and aides and all that kind of stuff, like they really, most of them are really trying to help people from the heart, and I think that is special. For those are some special people that choose to be doctors and nurses and choose to work in the medical field. You know what I'm saying? Those are some special people, because it takes a lot to make sure is um somebody else is doing okay. You know what I'm saying? They're always in a proper health. And a lot of the times you come across these people, they're not in a positive mindset. They're sad and dealing with, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things that are, whatever the ailment is, whatever the diagnosis is, and you have to somehow get the patient to respond to you and get information. And you know what I'm saying, you have to smile and do all this extra stuff just to put on to make the patient feel comfortable. And to do that, you have to be special people to smile in the face of anger. You know what I'm saying? The world needs those people. So that is my opinion, though. That's my way of showing my love and respect for all of those people that I came across and experienced from every single floor and in the hospital um, that I stayed at over those weeks and months, and I got to meet a lot of wonderful people, and I appreciate everybody that I met. And you know what I'm saying, that's the reason I feel so. That's half of the reason why I'm here today, is because those people poured into me every day. You know what I'm saying, made sure I was okay, smiled when I needed to see a smile, and that was necessary. Now, I'm not saying that you can't, recover and be okay without, you know, all of that stuff, but it's gonna the place that you're gonna be at is gonna be a much more better place than if you wasn't, in my opinion. All right, so the main and most important thing to is to is to be active in your patient care. Right, be active, be knowing what's going on in your specific world. Don't I mean I'm not saying don't rely 100% on the doctor, but know what the doc when you have a doctor's appointment, know the results from your doctor. Know, you know what I'm saying, what might be wrong. What be very active in your care. Don't wait till you get diagnosed with something. Then you trying to backtrack. Oh, if I could have, wish I could have did it. This That's not gonna make it. Right? You have to be active and know where you at right now. You gotta have a baseline so you can compare it against in 2, 3, 5, 10 years when something go wrong. You know what I'm saying? So being active in your patient care, part of it is actually going to the doctor every year, or going to, you know what I'm saying, these places to getting these checkup on a yearly basis. That is part of being active in your patient care, and being able to notice when things change, right? When the numbers change. Because while you're in the world just living your life, you don't notice what's going on the inside. That's why you gotta go get checked, go get your blood work, go get examined. Right? All these things are very important. You know what I'm saying? You hear my dogs. You hear my dog. That's Ice. It's Ice. He's very vocal. All right, he's very vocal. So yeah, that's what the most important thing to me is, man. Patient care, spreading awareness. 7 p.m. energy transfer. Okay, this is what it's about: getting your body and your mindset ready for the next day, to ready to wake up the next day on the right side of the bed with a positive mindset, with your body in a state where it's able to heal itself, right? With your body in a state where your blood pressure is not, skyrocketing. Your body's calm, and in a sense where things can happen like as it needs to. So that is very important. And every day you wake up, the next day, your next day, the next day, and that's how you get better. That's how you get better, and that's how you eventually you get out the hospital, because the medication that they give you, that do not heal you. The medication do not heal you. Your body's capability to utilize that medicine is what's going to heal you. You know what I'm saying? Your body's capability to utilize that medicine is what's going to heal you. So it's going to take days, months, sometimes years. Sometimes situation you can't get rid of it, but you just got to have to learn to live with it. You know what I'm saying? So every situation is different, but you gotta be able to see the long run, see the long game, being able to get up every day and work towards getting better. You could be a person that 300 pounds, diabetes, high blood pressure, all of that stuff, right? But if you in a positive mindset and you can see change and you got the right motivator behind you, you can lose all of that weight, lose all of those diseases and side effects, and be in a positive mindset. Your body can be in a positive mindset, right? Just by you exercising and seeing yourself in a better place. So a lot of the times where you're at, like I said, man and machine cannot tell the future. They can only tell you what's going on now. So the results that you get now, that doesn't determine what is going to happen tomorrow, the next day, week. You know what I'm saying? I know you've been plenty of people you heard been diagnosed with cancer. You only have a month, a week, or a year to live, and 5, 10, I'm saying, 20 years later, they still here. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes medication just whoop. A lot of times it's that daily struggle that your body go through on a day-to-day basis that eventually accumulates to success, and you're able to beat whatever you're going through, or whatever ailment you might be experiencing. You know what I'm saying, at that time. So 7 p.m. energy transfer live, right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're gonna try to make it here 3 times a week so we can motivate, right? We're motivating people to get over their struggle, get over the hump, you know what I'm saying? Get through to the next day, because if you can figure out how to get to the next day, then you figure out how to get to the next day, next day, you figure out a hustle. You know what I'm saying? You figuring out a hustle, so you just keep hustling and hustle up more and more days of positive, and you know what I'm saying? That cumulative interest is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I'm here today. You know what I'm saying? Feeling as good as I am today. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was, you know what I'm saying? I was really really low, but that energy, that energy brought me back up, brought me back up. You know what I'm saying? So here I am. Tap in, tap in. Take my energy. Use my experiences as energy and help yourself through whatever problems that you might be experiencing at the moment. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this is what we're doing. This is why we're here, and we're gonna always remember to stay positive. Um, Stay positive in everything we're doing. Right? Yeah. So, like I said, we're here to help out everybody and continue this energy going forward. So today's Friday. Expect to see me Monday at 7 p.m. All right. We ran up 41 minutes. It's about 8:04. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All right. 7 p.m. Transfer of Energy Live. For everybody that needs help, getting over to the next day, waking up on a positive side, keeping that positive energy going so you can, meet success no matter what obstacles in front of you. All right.